Welcome sa Invested. So today, we are going to discuss healthy companies. Okay guys, yung mababanggit natin dito mga stocks ay hindi na rin ito i-full review guys, no? Yung focus lang natin dito ay yung financial health ng company. So ano nga ba yung mga criteria natin dito, no? So unang-una na andyan yung debt to equity ratio, debt to earnings, current ratio, free cash flow, and many more. Okay, so yung pangalawa sa ating companies na merong good financial health or good balance sheet ay ang company Ginebra San Miguel or may ticker symbol na GSMI. Okay guys, so kung titignan natin dito yung kanyang current price ng time na nire-review natin itong ating company ay nasa 52.80 pesos per share and yung intrinsic value natin sa company nasa 87.36 pesos per share. And meron tayong upside potential sa company na nasa 76.84% and may ratings na buy and may ratings tayo na buy, no? And kung titignan natin dito guys, yung free cash flow yield ng company ay nasa 29.07%. So kung viewers kayo ng ating channel, yung free cash flow yield, alam nyo na kung anong ibig sabihin nitong free cash flow yield. Na kung titignan natin dito yung free cash flow per share versus sa earnings per share, nandito tayo sa stage na gusto natin makita, no, na mas malaki yung free cash flow per share kaysa sa earnings per share. That's a positive sign, no? And also guys, no, kung viewers ka ng ating channel, alam niyo na kung anong ibig sabihin ng free cash flow per share versus sa earnings per share. Alam niyo na kung paano ito i-interpret. Okay, so titignan naman natin dito yung revenue ng company annual versus trailing 12 months. Nakikita natin na mas malaki ngayon yung kanilang trailing 12 months compared to the annual na produce ng company. And also sa income also, no, mas malaki yung kanilang income ngayon kaysa sa kanilang annual income. Nakikita natin dito yung trailing 12 months na company nasa 2.5 billion pesos yung kanilang net income ngayon. Kung dumako tayo sa financial strength ng company, no, kung titignan natin dito, yung kanyang moat, management, and debt ratings ay nasa excellent, no. So, yung total score niya ay nasa 29. Kung titignan natin dito yung debt ng company, yung kanyang debt to earnings, okay, so nakikita natin dito yung kanyang debt to earnings ay nasa 0.5. So, maganda tignan, no. Kasi guys, kapag nagre-review tayo ng stocks, ang gusto natin makita sa debt to earnings ng company ay nasa 3 pababa lang. So, which in this case, ngayon, kay GSMI, yung kanyang debt to earnings ay nasa 0.5 years lang. So, ano bang ibig sabihin itong debt to earning para mas lalo nating maintindihan, no, sa mga nag-uumpisa pa lamang sa pag-invest sa stock market? Ang ibig sabihin nitong debt to earnings, kung gaano kalaki yung kanilang interest expense na kinikater sa company. Remember, gusto natin makita 3 years pababa lang, pero dito nasa 0.5 years, no? Meaning 0.5 years kaya nilang punan yung kanilang long-term liabilities gamit lamang yung kanilang net income ngayon. Okay? So, kung titignan natin dito, yung current ratio ng company annual ay nasa 1.43 and versus sa quarterly ay nasa 1.77. So, sinasabi lang dito sa atin guys ngayon ng current ratio nila na wala silang liquidity problem. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin nitong current ratio, para mas lalo din nating maintindihan nito. Okay, so ang ibig sabihin nito, no, 1.77 times kaya nilang punan yung kanilang current liabilities gamit lamang yung kanilang current assets. Okay, kung titignan also natin dito yung free cash flow ng company, no, compared to the annual and trailing 12 months na tumaas ng gusto yung kanilang free cash flow ngayon. That's a positive sign. Kung viewers kayo ng ating channel, yung free cash flow, alam nyo na kung anong ibig sabihin ng free cash flow and paano ito ini-interpret, no? And again guys, no, yung pagre-review natin ngayon dito sa stocks, hindi natin ito fully review bagkos ang focus lang natin dito ay yung balance sheet ng company or yung financial strength ng company. Na kung titignan natin, yung kanilang free cash flow ngayon ay nasa 4.3 billion pesos compared to the annual na nasa 1.2 billion pesos lang. And likewise, no, sa quick ratio ng company compared to the annual and quarterly, talagang nag-massive boost yung kanilang quick ratio. So okay, yung quick ratio, ito ginagamit lang din also, no, for liquidity purposes. Okay? Now, kung titignan natin dito yung debt to equity ng company, no, nakikita natin to the annual business quarterly, nakikita natin na sobrang bumaba yung kanilang debt to equity ngayon. Okay? Okay, so napakaganda tignan to, no, na bumaba yung kanilang debt to equity. So, anong ibig sabihin nitong debt to equity? Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin nito, no, in every 1 peso na ginagamit ng company sa kanyang operation, 2.16% ng 1 peso ay finance lang by utang. So, that's a good sign, no? Na nasa 2.16 lang ngayon yung kanilang debt to equity. So, kung titignan natin dito, yung kanilang net debt ay nasa good status din, no, yung kanilang net debt. That's a positive sign also sa mga company. Na kung gusto nyo makita, no, may mga informations din tayo sa mga ratios dito, no, kung hindi kayo masyadong familiar sa ratios, pwede nyo tignan dito, no, para mas lalo nyo maintindihan kung anong ibig sabihin ng mga ratios na yan. Okay? So, itong nakikita nyo ngayong screener ay ginawa ko, no, para sa mga nag-uumpisa pa lamang sa pag-invest. So, nasa link or nasa descriptions natin yung link para magamit nyo ito. Okay, na kung titignan natin dito yung financial positions ngayon ng company, no, kung titignan natin dito yung kanilang short-term assets ay nasa 10.16 billion pesos and short-term liabilities ay nasa 5.7 billion pesos. So, nakikita natin na nasa good terms tayo, no, in terms of short-term assets and compared to the short-term liabilities. Na kung titignan natin yung ibig sabihin ng short-term assets, okay, nangangahulugan nito kung gaano ito yung assets ng company na kaya na lang i-liquidate into cash within a year. Now, ito namang short-term liabilities, ito naman yung obligations ng company within a year naman. Now, in terms of long-term assets and long-term liabilities, yung meaning ng long-term assets, ito naman yung assets ng company na kaya nilang i-liquidate into cash more than a year also. Now, ito namang liabilities, long-term liabilities, ito naman yung obligations na company more than a year also, no? So, nakikita natin dito yung liabilities lang na company, long-term liabilities ay nasa 513.17 million pesos and yung kanyang long-term assets ay nasa 5.11 billion pesos. Kung titignan natin dito, no, yung kanyang comparison ng short-term assets versus short-term liabilities, nasa good terms kasi mas mataas yung kanilang short-term assets compared to the short-term liabilities. Now, kung i-compare natin yung short-term assets to the short-term liabilities ng company or kung compare natin yung long-term liabilities na company, talagang sobrang na-exceedan pa rin nila yung long-term liabilities na company. So, kaya nasama natin to, no? Kaya ito ay nasama natin sa companies with good financial health or good balance sheet. Okay, na kung titignan natin dito yung ownership breakdown ng company, nakikita natin dito 0.08% owned by individual insiders, 0.2% owned by institutions, that is a positive sign na nasa 0.2% lang yung institution ownership ng company, and 1.7% owned by employee share, 22.2% owned by general public, 75.8% owned by public companies, no? Now, in terms of dilution of shares, nasa green pag tayo dito ngayon sa company because the company have not been meaningfully diluted in the past year. Now, yung meaning ng dilution of shares or diluted shares sa mga nag-uumpisa pa lamang sa pag-i-invest, no? Kapag nag-i-issue ng shares ang company or nagre-raise ng shares ang company, bumababa yung ownership percentage ng mga shareholders ng company. So, yun ang ibig sabihin nun. Okay guys, and this is the top shareholders ngayon ng company. Nakikita natin dito 75.78% owned by Top Frontier Investment Holding Incorporated na mayroong current value na 10.7 billion pesos and susundan ni Ginebra San Miguel Retirement Plan na mayroong 1.75% ownership sa company and nagkakahalaga ng 247 million pesos. Okay guys, so hanggang dito na lang muna yung pagre-review natin sa company na mayroong good financial health. So abangan nyo pa guys yung iba pa nating video na parating about sa companies with good financial health. And again guys, kung di ka pa nakakapag-subscribe sa ating channel, please like, our videos, and please hit the subscribe button para marami pa tayong maabot na investors, no, and potential investors dito sa ating channel. And ang ganda dito guys, yung knowledge ko for the past 7 years ay sinishare ko ng libre dito sa ating channel. Okay guys, so ganito na lang muna yung ating videos about sa company. And maraming salamat sa suporta guys, and as always, invest wisely and see you on the other side. Hello guys, maraming salamat sa panonood. Sana marami kayo natutunan sa video na to. So kung hindi pa kayo nakaka-subscribe, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell para updated kayo sa mga videos na parating at marami pa kayong matututunan sa channel na ito. Maraming salamat!